Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to say something in English, but your mind just froze? You knew the words. You had studied them. But when the moment came, nothing came out. Just silence. That feeling is frustrating, right? Like your brain knows what to say, but your mouth refuses to cooperate. You're not alone. This happens to so many English learners around the world. Maybe you've studied for months, even years. You've watched videos, taken courses, memorized vocabulary, maybe even passed some grammar tests. But when it's time to actually speak with someone, your confidence disappears. You hesitate. You worry about making mistakes. You feel embarrassed. Maybe you're thinking, what if I sound silly? Or what if they don't understand me? Now take a deep breath, because today we're doing something that can change that. In this video, I want to show you a simple but powerful technique that many successful English speakers use to gain fluency, boost their confidence, and speak more naturally. It's called shadowing. Shadowing is more than just repeating words. It's like training your brain and your mouth to work together, like a muscle workout for your speaking skills. And the best part, you don't need a classroom. You don't need a teacher. All you need is a few minutes a day, your voice, and the willingness to try. By the end of this video, not only will you practice real English sentences with me, but you'll also start feeling the rhythm and flow of natural English. You'll sound more fluent, more confident, and more like the English speaker you've always wanted to become. So grab your headphones, find a quiet spot, and let's take this journey together. But before we jump in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you never miss a practice session. And if you know someone who's also learning English, share this video with them too. Let's grow together. Now, ready to unlock your English voice? Let's begin. Understanding shadowing. So what exactly is shadowing, and why does it work so well? Shadowing is a language learning technique where you listen to a native speaker and immediately repeat what they say out loud. You do this in real time, trying to copy their pronunciation, their tone, and their rhythm as closely as possible. Imagine you're their echo, following every word with precision and energy, but it's not just repeating words. Shadowing helps you train your ears to hear how English really sounds. It teaches you to match the melody of natural speech, the ups and downs, the pauses, the stress on certain words. And when you do it regularly, your own speech starts to change. It becomes clearer, more fluent, more confident. There are a few key benefits of shadowing that make it so effective. First, it sharpens your listening skills. You start picking up sounds you didn't notice before. Maybe you suddenly realize how native speakers link their words together, or how they stress some syllables while skipping others. That awareness helps you understand conversations much faster. Second, your pronunciation gets better. When you mimic the way a native speaker talks, you're training your mouth to move differently. You stop sounding like you're reading a textbook and start sounding like someone who's actually lived with the language. And third, shadowing builds real speaking confidence. Why? Because you're not just thinking about English anymore. You're using it. You're speaking out loud. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. You stop hesitating. You stop doubting yourself. You just speak. And here's something even more exciting. There's science to back this up. Researchers and language experts have found that shadowing activates both your auditory and motor systems at the same time. That means you're training your brain and your mouth together. It's one of the most efficient ways to develop fluency. In fact, language learners who use shadowing consistently show faster improvement in both listening comprehension and spoken fluency compared to those who only study with books or videos. One study by the Applied Linguistics Department at Waseda University in Japan showed that shadowing helped students significantly improve their English listening and speaking skills within just a few weeks. This is because shadowing creates what's called active learning. You're not passively watching or listening. You're involved. You're present. You're fully engaged. That's the real power of shadowing. And today, we're going to use that power to take your English to the next level. Day 2. Practice session. Let's get into the practice. But first, we need to prepare your body and your mind. Take a moment to sit comfortably. Close your eyes if that feels good. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Now breathe out slowly through your mouth. One more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Let go of any tension in your shoulders. Relax your face. Get ready to use your voice with ease and confidence. Now that you're centered and calm, let's begin our shadowing session. Today's focus is on sentences you can use in everyday life. These are simple but powerful. You'll hear me say each sentence 3 times. First, slow and clear. Then at a natural pace. And finally, with full rhythm and emotion, just like a native speaker. Your job is to repeat each version exactly as I say it. Match the tone, the rhythm, and even the feeling. Are you ready? Let's go! I wake up every morning and speak English with confidence. I wake up every morning and speak English with confidence. I wake up every morning and speak English with confidence. Great. Let's do another one. I am improving my English one step at a time. I am improving my English one step at a time. I am improving my English one step at a time. Feel the energy in your voice. Let it carry through every word. Now try this one. Speaking English is fun and part of my daily routine. Speaking English is fun and part of my daily routine. Speaking English is fun and part of my daily routine. Excellent. Keep going. Even if I make mistakes, I keep practicing every day. Even if I make mistakes, I keep practicing every day. Even if I make mistakes, I keep practicing every day. You're doing really well. Let's try one more for now. My voice is strong. My English is getting better. My voice is strong. My English is getting better. My voice is strong. My English is getting better. That's it. 5 powerful sentences for today's practice. But don't stop here. Here's how you can take your practice to the next level. Record yourself repeating these sentences, then listen to the playback. How close is your pronunciation to mine? Can you feel the rhythm, the tone, the emotion? You can also practice in front of a mirror. Watch your mouth move. Notice the shape of your lips, the movement of your jaw. Shadowing is not just listening. It's full-body training. It's speech in motion. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Your voice is your tool. Use it. Train it. Celebrate it. Remember, fluency is not about perfection. It's about progress, consistency, and confidence. And today, you made real progress. As we go deeper into your shadowing journey, let's talk about what really makes a difference. Everyone who starts practicing shadowing experiences a learning curve. It's normal to hit some bumps along the way, but the good news is most of these challenges are easy to fix once you know what to look out for. One of the most common mistakes learners make during shadowing is trying to speak too fast. They hear a native speaker and rush to repeat the sentence immediately, without giving their brain a moment to process. The result is a sentence that feels messy, rushed, or hard to understand. Here's the fix. Start slow. It's perfectly okay to pause the video, replay the sentence, and repeat it at a speed that feels comfortable. The goal isn't speed. The goal is accuracy. Once you feel confident with the words and sounds, then you can increase your pace gradually. Another mistake is not paying attention to the music of the language. English has a natural rhythm. Some words are stressed, others are softer. If you repeat the words like a robot, all at the same tone, you're missing a key part of what makes speech sound fluent. So when you shadow, don't just repeat the words. Try to feel the energy behind the sentence. Notice the rising and falling tone, the pauses, the emotion. Language is not just sound. It's feeling. It's expression. Now, here's a big tip that will keep your motivation strong. Make the shadowing experience personal. You don't have to only practice sentences from a textbook or a lesson like this one. Choose topics you love. If you enjoy movies, shadow lines from your favorite film. If you love cooking, find videos about recipes and repeat what the chef says. If you're into travel, mimic vloggers describing their adventures. When you use content that excites you, practice feels less like work and more like fun. The more connected you are to the material, the longer you'll stick with it. And the longer you practice, the better your results. Finally, let's talk about perfection. It's tempting to think you have to get everything right before moving on. But perfection is a trap. Language is messy. It's human. You're going to make mistakes. And that's not just okay, it's necessary. Think about this. You didn't learn to ride a bike by reading about it. You got on, you wobbled, you fell, and you tried again. Learning to speak English fluently works the same way. Every time you shadow a sentence, even if it's not perfect, you're moving forward. So give yourself grace. Stay consistent. Even 10 minutes a day can create real change if you do it regularly. The magic is in the repetition, in showing up every day, in trusting the process. You're not just learning English, you're becoming an English speaker. And that's something to be proud of. Now, before we wrap up today's session, I want to remind you that you are not alone on this journey. So many learners around the world have used shadowing to completely transform their English. I remember one learner from Brazil who struggled with speaking for years. She understood English perfectly, but every time she had to speak, she would freeze. Then she discovered shadowing. She started practicing every morning with simple videos like this one, just 10 minutes a day, in a few months. Her pronunciation improved. Her rhythm became more natural. And for the first time, she had the confidence to join an English conversation group in her city. Today, she's helping others learn English too. There's also a student from Vietnam who loved watching English movies, but couldn't follow native speakers in real time. He started shadowing short clips from his favorite action films. At first, it was tough, but he kept going. 6 months later, he could understand most scenes without subtitles and even started dubbing videos just for fun. These stories are real, and they show what is possible with daily, focused practice. Your progress may not be instant, but every small step adds up. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not talent, it's persistence. So if you're here today, practicing with me, that means you're already doing the right thing. You're showing up. You're investing in yourself. That's powerful. Now I have a small challenge for you. Make a commitment to practice shadowing for the next 5 days, even if it's just 5 minutes. You can write it down, tell a friend, or leave a comment below saying, "I'm in for 5 days. Let's make this a community." Share your thoughts in the comments. What sentence did you enjoy most today? How did your voice feel? Did you notice any improvements? I'd love to hear about your experience. And if this video helped you, be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone else who's learning English. You never know who might need a little encouragement today. Let's quickly review what we've done today. You learned what shadowing is and why it works. You practiced real English sentences with me, step by step, using your voice to train your pronunciation and rhythm. You discovered how to make shadowing more personal and consistent. And you heard stories from learners just like you who've used this technique to grow their skills and their confidence. Tomorrow, in day 3 of our shadowing challenge, we're going to step things up. The sentences will get slightly longer and more expressive. You'll get even more opportunities to sound natural and speak like a native. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Until then, remember this. Every word you speak brings you closer to fluency. Keep showing up. Keep practicing. You are making progress. Even if it feels slow sometimes, believe in your voice. Believe in your growth. You've done amazing work today. I'm proud of you. See you in the next session.